Hi guys, um, it's me, Naz, and you, you read the title of the live stream, and well, um, yeah, you read the title right, and basically, I'm like going to be taking a break, and I'm going to be like explaining like why I'm gonna be taking a break from making like videos and yeah and making so and if I end up like acting like I'm like losing it and all, I apologize for that, but there's like a reason why. Basically, as you all can probably tell, there's no plush in the stream here because normally I have a plushie like where I like do voicing for the character like when I'm like you know explaining stuff and all, but not this time though, because this is a really upsetting thing for me. You sound sick. Well, I'm not sick. I'm just really sad. The reason why I am well, the reason why I'm sad is just because yesterday, yesterday I had I I'm sorry guys. It's just yesterday I, I had to say goodbye to a friend, and and that friend was my first ever pet dog that I ever had. So yesterday I had to say goodbye to him. It's really it's really so hard for me to like say goodbye to him because he was my first ever pet dog I ever had. If you're wondering what his name was Bear Bear. And yesterday I just was completely full and like sad, and I was really like just like ugly crying yesterday. I mean, that's like why if you like saw like my status or profile picture on Discord, that's the reason why I said I'm gonna be away for a while, and I said hope, and I said I hope I can return soon. It's just that I get losing a pet is like sad. I mean, for some people, I mean, you can get used to it easily, but for me, Baby was like my first ever pet dog I ever had to actually like stay with me. Because at first, I did want to have a dog, and well, hey, I did get a dog, but I had to return that one because it was just like acting way too much, and that's when I got Bear Bear. But you're wondering what type of species he was. He was like a mixture of a black lab and pug. I mean, he like lived a pretty good life, but it's just that this year it was. I mean, earlier in the year of this 2023, he was all fine and all, but then out of nowhere, like falling like out of nowhere, he was starting to act completely funny. And well, I mean, at first he didn't want to get like on like the couch anymore. I mean, because he had a little bit of problems, but he was able to get back on the couch. But then after like a little bit, few more months later, he all of a sudden stopped getting on the couch, and then basically he started mostly just laying on the floor, and he was all fine and all. But then things were starting like to get completely worse. He basically he kind of struggled to like stand up a bit more, and he basically when he went to go use the bathroom, he well, I'm not gonna explain that because like it's too disgusting and all. And it's just that when he was trying to also get comfortable, he was struggling to get comfortable too. And well, I just like noticed that something was completely off of him. And well, it's just that seeing him like that, it was really breaking my heart. And basically, yesterday, my family, one family member, made like a phone call for the vet, and it was like difficult for them because they noticed that something was wrong too. And the sad thing is, though, my other pets knew that there was something wrong too. Because my little puppy Sky was like checking on my dog Bear, and and well, he and she basically knew that there was something wrong. And same thing goes with my cat Gibson, and basically they both knew that something was up. And then so and basically yesterday when we took them to the vet, I was just mostly just sitting there on the well, Born Easy, my Sky and my cat Gibson, they were both were checking on Bear. I mean, they're both still alive. It's just that they knew that something was wrong with Bear. It's just, it's just basically, as I was saying, when we went to the vet, I was just sitting there, like, on the waiting area, while my family helped the that people take him to the room because basically he didn't want to like walk in. I mean, he was walking in, and then he decided to just like lay down because he didn't want to like continue on. So, yeah, so like we waited for like any type of help, but my one my uncle walked in and told me and my mom and my brother the the sad news that he had he basically had some type of failure in one of his systems, and there was really nothing that we couldn't do. So basically, we had to choose the hardest decision ever when you are like a pet owner. We had to say goodbye to him. Basically, I went in there and I stood there by his side. And basically, I said my final words to him. And then we just. The nature has taken its course. I just. I just. Like, just like. I'm sorry, people. I'm just. That's like. That's like the reason why my profile pic is just all black and my status saying I would be away for a while and instead hopefully I can return. It's just that I don't like losing a really, really good friend. Sure, I mean, when like losing a friend, like they like feel like that you don't like them anymore. But like when I'm talking about like losing a friend, like I had to say like goodbye, where they had to like you know what I'm trying to say, people. It's just that it's just really so hard. That's why like so but all I know is that he's in a better place now. I know he's in a better place now because I know that I didn't want to see him like struggling anymore or acting like this. All I know is that he is better, better, in a better place, and he's a lot more better now. I mean, if you all didn't like know what he looked like, if you were to look in one of the epic fail videos, you'll be able to see what he looked like before this year, like before like this had to happen, man. It's I really am just so sorry, people. It's just really, I really wasn't really trying to like, you know, like cry, but it's just. I'm just sorry. I mean, I really like thought that he would last a bit more longer, but I was completely wrong. I mean, and when he was let go, I I really was struggling like to like leave like the vet because I just didn't want to leave him. But I knew I just couldn't stay there forever. The only thing I can really ever just do was just look at him until the door was closed. That's basically what just happened. I stood there. Well, I actually sat down right beside him, and then like one family member had to lift me up and had to take me back. So all I did was I just was like walking away. I like looked back and basically I was still looking at him, and then and basically with the vet people looked at me and my family and they said, "I'm so sorry." And I knew I wanted to say something, but I just couldn't get the words out. And then slowly they closed the door. And when that happened, I just completely lost it. I mean, I really wasn't trying to make it like a dramatic scene, so it was really hard for me to hold back. But when I got home, that's when I really just let it all out. But the only but the good news is my family and I were able to keep his collar so that we can always remember him. But we also are thinking like another way to have him like still stay here in this house. It's I would explain, but I don't want to make this too like sad. So yeah. And I'm also sorry for just like not reading the chat. It's just I'm just really just having a moment with myself and just really need some time. So I mean, I will also like admit this. I was able to like film like another scene for Sonic Stardust Mania, but like after that, that's when like that's when like this was starting to happen. It's like so yeah. That's why basically so like I'm gonna be like taking like a break and I don't know how long it's going to be, but I can only you just say that I will be back soon, people. But it's just really gonna be hard to like continue on. Well, moving on without him. Think all the time you need, bro. Thanks, Fanboy 1278. It's just it was just my first ever talk I ever had. And this had to happen to him. I know that he couldn't stop it, and I mean, there's like literally nothing that he couldn't do. I mean, I didn't even know that he had a failure in his system. Neither did my whole family, but we all knew that there was something wrong with him. It's just really not gonna be the same without him. I mean, literally was like kind of like, I mean, I wouldn't like to. I know this is gonna be like out of nowhere, but it's just when I tried to go to sleep last night. I went to like to bed early, but I just really just couldn't sleep because knowing the fact that I would wake up tomorrow and I'm not gonna see him there anymore. Because normally when I wake up and go in the living room, he's always there, just like chilling either on the couch or on the floor. But now I'm not gonna be able to see that anymore. I mean, back then when I was like a young kid and all, I was able to act normal and everything. But now, I mean, way like before I got my dog Bear, but you know that. But now I'm gonna have to live that life again without him. Oh, I just really just don't know how this is really gonna feel for me. I mean, basically just like saying that. I mean, all these like years in a row of 2020s has really now just gone into deep waters. I mean, first 2020, the pandemic illness, and we lost like a basketball player, which you all know who it is, Kobe. And 2021, well, I was struggling with some stuff and had betrayals and in 2022 was mostly fully on struggling. Like to get me. It's like out and in that year I caught the pandemic illness. And now this year I lose a best friend. I just really just can't believe that this is really happening. That I lost him. But he knew and I knew that it was time. So we we all made the right choice and basically when he was at that final stage, I was telling him, I'm always there for you, buddy. I will never ever leave you. I'm always there for you. I would never ever leave you. And after that, he. Oh. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But basically, after I said those words, he went away. It's, it's just really hard. So, and all I know is that, all I can say is I know he may be gone, but I can always remember him and always feel his spirit. Like, I mean, who knows? Like, he could be like right beside me right now and be like cuddling with me, or like when I go to sleep, he's always there to watch me. And think, but the only worst part I can only just say is that when my mom was like driving me and my brother home, there was like this one song that was playing, and it's it's I don't know what I can't remember what the song title of it was called, but yeah, it's just that after when I went home, I was trying to listen to some tunes to like calm me down, but then this one song came up, and it just got me like upset again. That one song it was called "When I See You Again," and when that played, I just I just couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it, but just you know, I just couldn't help it. Let the tears out again. So yeah, when I see you again song played, I just I just really couldn't help it. The only thing I can only just say is that he can my dog bear can see his old friends again. And my one family member, basically, my dog bear can see my three old cats that I had when I was like really young. Oreo, Sassy, and Ashes. Those were and those two other birds that I used to have before, but yeah, you can see those old friends again. So one family member he gets to see again is my aunt. So yeah, people. So yeah. I mean, will remember the years I had when I had my dog Bear. I mean, he lived for a good long time. Like he was able to be there for me. Like after I was done with like with my young school, middle school, and high school, he was able to see me. He like finished those school years. But it's just now that he's gone, I don't. I just don't know. No, like what am I going to be doing? I know that I would have to move on, but it's just really, really, really going to be hard to move on without him. So that's why I said that I would be away for a while, and I can return. I just really hope I can pick myself up and continue on. I just really just don't know if I can. But I know at some point I would have to. Because I know he may not be here right now. I mean, he will not be here for words. I know my dog Bear may not be here like anymore, but he will. But he is still here as a spirit. He will always be right by my side, along with my other pets I had, and with my aunt. So yeah, people. I'm gonna be taking a break from making videos and putting making episode 2 of Sonic Stardust Mania on hold. I know, and I understand also that the Sonic Plush movie, Rise of Mecha, I have not even started filming that yet, but no, I'm definitely gonna have to put those things on hold. I understand that you all wanted that stuff. I mean, I did the best I could, but now that this has happened, I'm gonna have to put that on hold. So, yeah, I have to put that stuff on hold until I can, you know, feel a little bit better. I know that. I know when I go on breaks, I know I usually just come back after 2 or 3 or 4 days later, but now that this has happened, I don't know how long it's gonna be. So that's why I decided to make this stream to let you all know that I was gonna be away and not disappear for all of you is wondering what happened to me. Did I die or something or what? Yeah, but so yeah, just letting you all know that. So that's why I'm letting you all know I'm going on break and explaining why I am. I really am so sorry that I letting my emotions out. I just can't help it because losing a really really good friend that's really really close to me. It's so difficult. I just can't help it. I really am like so sorry. I really am, people. I really am sorry. But all I know is that my dog Bear is in a better place. And and he can see his old friends again. And who even knows? His like his brothers and sisters that he was born with. I mean, he probably can go see them again in the sky. And see all his other old friends that have gone up in the sky way before him, along with my one family member. He is always be with you. Thanks, Filmy. I know he will always be here. I know he cannot actually like be here, but I know he's here as a spirit. And and I mean, who knows? I mean, he could be like be right beside me, like on the bed I'm sitting on right now. He'd just be laying right beside me. Or whenever I like go to bed, he will always watch over me. And just so yeah. I mean, I really like thought that 2023 could have like a little bit more like badness in it. I get hit with this, but I know it's not my dog's fault. I know it wasn't his fault. I mean, he knew I mean, he knew that he was doing the best he can to stay with me until like the very end. I mean, I just knew that there was something wrong. And when and basically like before like we had to say goodbye to him yesterday. On Saturday, well, last Saturday, I I had a moment with him. I was being there with him and was saying a lot of good things to him. And then yesterday, I was with him for one last time, and that's when I really had to say goodbye to him. Because usually, like when I go on vacation, like for like a summer break or spring break, I always just like say like see you later, and he would know that I would come back, and I did come back, but now this is like really gonna be difficult because I'm not gonna be able to hear him like bark or move like around and stuff. The only like other things I also have to remember him by, not just by his collar. I also have his bed and his dish bowl. It's like the three main things that I have to remember him by. But when it comes to my family deciding like what's like the other thing that we're gonna have to remember him, that he would always be here, well, it's either that I'm just probably gonna say this, either like have him like be turned into ash and just have him in like in some type of vase of a pot and put him somewhere like on the shelf or so to remember him, or like bury him when like how we did before. But I don't think burying him would be like a better option. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's all I just wanted to say. So I'm also probably going to also want to say this: if you're gonna try to like DM me or something, I mean, if just like I might respond or I might not respond. So like basically, you might either get like a either like no answer or an answer. It's just that. Sorry, you saw my finger there for a second. It's just I would definitely would need like a huge break. So that's why I pretty much do not like you know be bothered, because I would like really like need like a good while to like get used to like not seeing my dog anymore. I really just like really hope that I can return. So yeah, that's all I just wanted to say, and you all know that I am gonna be on a break, and hopefully that I can return. So if you are gonna DM me, just you can only just say like prayers for me, but nothing else. The only time you probably like wouldn't like say anything else is if my profile pic goes like back to normal, or it's slightly back to normal, because sometimes if I like really am in a bad mood, I just have my profile pic and like the loss of colors on the profile picture that Larry made for me. I mean, if you see that, that means I'm slightly getting back together and such. So, yeah. And with that being said, I think I'm going to end the stream here because definitely, full on definitely, I would really need a breather. I just want to let you all know that be explaining like why I will be going on a break and hopefully that I can return soon. So yeah, I will. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream right here, and I really, really am sorry that I had to let out my emotion and explaining why I'll be going away for like a while. Sorry, my fingers are in the camera again. So, yeah, I will see you all again soon. This is this is Nez Dimensions signing off. God bless my dog bear. I will see you all again soon. I'll see you all again soon. Prayers for my dog bear, and I really thank you all for praying for me and for my dog bear. And like I said, if you have never got a chance to see him, just look at one of the epic fail videos and you will see him. So, yeah, anyways, I will see you all again soon. And hopefully I can get back on my feet. This is Naz Dimensions signing off. I thank you all for being there for me. See you all again soon. This is Naz Dimensions signing off now. I'll see you all again soon.